Welcome back to the Veteran and Rookie Podcast, everybody. I'm your veteran, Benea.
Hey guys, it's me, John.
It's John the rookie, but, he's slowly developing. He's had a good rookie season, and, he's showing some promise for the future.
How do I never wear my hat? Like when we start filming, I just take it off and put it somewhere.
Probably because we're indoors. You don't need the hat. The sun has gone down, and it's outside.
Sun's right there.
We got the sun in here. Super Bowl is coming up, and we had some. We had a good game for the conference championships, and then an underwhelming one.
Man, let's talk about the underwhelming one first, because I don't want to talk about the other one until later.
Okay.
So,
What'd you think?
I thought it was some bullcrap. We saw basically everything in this game. There was so
Except
much,
for very much of Brock Purdy.
except for Brock Purdy, which is what we needed to see, because I was rooting for the Niners hard. I don't like the Eagles. Simply because they're winning a lot.
As if the Niners weren't on a 10-game winning streak.
Yeah, but I started liking them when McCaffrey came over, and they lost as soon as McCaffrey came over. They lost their first game with McCaffrey.
Yeah, and then they won their next 10.
Yeah, so I was like, cool. I'm glad they're winning now that I came over here and started watching them.
You're Christian McCaffrey?
Yeah, my Christian McCaffrey. Because I had him in one fantasy league, so I liked it. But
you don't have any Eagles, do you?
I don't. I had Devontae, not
AJ Brown?
no.
Devontae Smith?
Devontae Smith, yeah. Why'd you go to AJ Brown first when I said Devontae?
Because you were saying Devontae, and then you were like, oh, no, not that one. So I assumed it was the other receiver.
That's my bad.
That is your fault.
So I think this game, even if it went to the Eagles, it definitely should have been a lot closer. They at least should have scored one more time, but
Yeah, I think if Brock Purdy plays this game, they end up losing by 7 or 10 instead of by 24.
I think they win, honestly.
Maybe. I mean, the injury happened so early into the game, it was hard to really get a feel of it, I guess,
Yeah, and the defense was just on the field so much because Josh Johnson couldn't do anything.
Mm-hmm. And then the defense wasn't helping themselves either with all the penalties they were getting, because I think they were just getting frustrated.
Yeah, they're frustrated out there. They were playing bad football.
Dealing with injuries. Nick Bosa got hurt by standing on the sideline.
That was crazy. Show that clip.
Yeah, it was not a good day for San Francisco.
It was rough.
Turns out it's not so easy to be a quarterback for the 49ers, like everyone was saying for the past 2 months or whatever. But it's so easy. You could put me back there under center, and I could throw. And then Josh Johnson said, ha, 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 no.
I think the whole thing is funny because, being a quarterback for any team, you still have to throw the ball well to get it to people. You have a couple of good targets out there, but you still have good defensive players.
You still have to get it to him, yeah. And Johnson was okay, I guess, when he was in there, but he wasn't. He was no Brock Purdy.
7 of 13 for 74 yards.
That's not bad, but
Purdy,
he had the fumble.
He did, yeah, and that cost him at least a touchdown, I think.
At the very least, it gave Philadelphia a touchdown. Yeah. If he doesn't do that, maybe the 49ers don't score, but they probably don't give up a touchdown there at the end of the first half.
It definitely should have been closer. That sucks for Brock Purdy. I really wanted to see a rookie go to the Super Bowl and possibly win it, because I think both of the teams in the NFC are better than the AFC teams.
Yeah.
I think both the quarterbacks in the AFC are better, but both the
overall teams. Because both these teams have fantastic defenses.
Really good defenses. They're just really well-rounded everywhere, and they have a couple Pro Bowlers. They have a ton of Pro Bowlers, actually.
Yeah, and even though they gave up 31 points, San Francisco's defense still played a pretty good game. They gave up some runs for touchdowns there, but almost every time the ball was out of Jalen Hurts' hands, they were moths to a light. The way they just surrounded whoever caught it there, and they were stopped as soon as they got it.
Yeah, Jalen only threw 15 of 25 for 121 yards with no touchdowns or interceptions.
He didn't have a great game. He missed a wide open A.J. Brown at some point in that game. I don't remember when, but he was deep downfield. He had several yards of separation, and then Hurts missed him by 5 yards.
Another thing, one of their first drive, the Philadelphia's first drive could have been blown dead because of
that incomplete pass there. Yeah,
they knew. I think they have a code word.
Smart.
In the code word or something they say, it's I don't know if I got that. That's what the announcers were
I
telling
think
me.
it was Devontae Smith going, guys, hurry up, hurry up.
Come on. I don't know if I caught that.
I caught it, but like I don't know if
I caught it, but come on, throw the ball so they can't say anything about it.
Yeah.
I think that's stupid. I think that's a dumb rule.
Yeah, but I mean, not great refereeing in that game, I guess, in that situation. But again, like, I understand that, like, that happens.
Yeah, they looked really good to the other game, though.
So
Comparably.
Yeah, the other game wasn't fantastically refereed. The Eagles clearly were the better team. The injury definitely helped them to Brock Purdy there, but I think they still would have won that game anyway. But
I don't think so, but to each his own, I guess. It doesn't tell me out here how much time that was.
time of possession.
Time of possession.
I'm sure it was definitely in Philly's favor.
Yeah, time of possession. Yeah, it shows me. It shows that 37 minutes the Eagles had the ball.
yeah.
So having your defense out there for 40 minutes of playtime and being out there for 3 hours is rough.
Then 11 penalties for 81 yards for the Niners. They only got one sack on defense. Nick Bosa was shut down.
No. Nick Bosa was good in the beginning. He almost got a safety. He was like an inch away from getting a safety when sacking Jalen Hurts, and then he kind of just fell apart.
He didn't even get a sack.
Was that not a sack?
No, that was either it wasn't a sack or it went to Eric Armstead. He was the only one who recorded a sack for San Francisco.
Man, I could have sworn that was Bosa getting it on the.
Yeah, Bosa had 3 tackles, and that was it.
Maybe that's what it counted as. But, yeah, they almost got a safety there. If they got that safety, they hit the ball, and they get 2 points.
Yep.
And then they get some momentum. But they don't have a good quarterback, and it just all falls apart. That's kind of how it goes when you don't have a good quarterback, which sucks. You can't give your skilled players the ball and no quarterback.
Yeah, if you can't even get it into your guys' hands, like there's not a whole lot you can do, especially when you're forced to run the ball when you're down by, 24-17 or whatever, because that's all you can do.
Yeah, and props to McCaffrey. He was running his heart out, but it was not working enough.
Especially at the end there, the Eagles were really starting to get into the backfield. Then Trent Williams made the best play of the day for San Francisco when he slammed the other guy.
Yeah, that was funny. McCaffrey had 15 carries for 84 yards and a touchdown, and that he was like bouncing off people that one run.
Yeah, that was a good run that
I had some hope right there, and then
and then that was it.
And that was it. Debo had 6 carries for -9 yards.
Yeah, and part of that is he just got shut down at the very end there. Like I think it was like a 5-yard loss towards the end of the game.
And he had 33 receiving yards. It was just a bad day. Yeah, Kittle only had 32. It was sad.
Yeah, Sanders was good. He had a couple touchdowns. The other game though was a better game, in some regards, not all.
Not all regards.
Yeah, there was the really bad penalties. Of course, the free 3rd down that the refs gave the Chiefs there. But
Infinite downs.
even with that though, like it was stupid, but it didn't cost the Bengals the game.
But with that late hit, there was also 2 holdings at the line of scrimmage, like really bad ones.
Yeah.
And a face mask, and they didn't call it.
But again, I don't like blaming referees, even when there's terrible calls. Like at the end of the day, like it doesn't come down to like 1 or 2 plays like that. Like the Bengals only lost that game by 3, and Burrow threw 2 picks. So you can always play better. Now, obviously, that sucks that the game went the way that it did with all those penalties. But like even not all the ones that people are getting mad at, they should be. Like there's some obvious calls against the Bengals that should go against them, and they did. There was that really bad holding on 3rd down on the free 3rd down that the Chiefs got, and the Bengals were caught holding, and they were penalized for it. People were upset, but
Eli Apple was caught holding.
he was, and he's a member of Cincinnati.
I like to set him apart.
He's his own team. He's that good.
Yeah. Eli Apple is 0-2 for when he starts trash talking before a game.
He is.
Or at least big time trash talking, like on Twitter or whatever. But I think the Bengals, they very well still could have won that game despite all the penalties. But
it made it harder for sure.
It for sure did. It did affect it, but I think they still totally could have won that game.
I like the blatant discrimination against Josh Allen because he threw for 164 yards and an interception, Everyone's calling him the worst, and he's terrible. And then Joe Burrow threw for 200 and something. And Joe Burrow threw for 270, one touchdown and two interceptions. And everyone's calling him the second best quarterback in the league, which I get.
Yeah.
But
I feel like there's some negativity around Burrow, though, after that game.
I guess, but I saw somebody ranking quarterbacks. That guy I was telling you who ranked, it was Patrick Mahomes at number one, Burrow, and then Mahomes on one leg at number two. And he said after the game, he revamped his stats. It was Patrick Mahomes on one leg, and then Burrow.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Patrick Mahomes had a pretty good game. He had 326 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, I mean, Mahomes just reminded us, Burrow's good. Allen's good. All these other quarterbacks, they're great even. He's still the best, and it's not close.
He might be, in the top 5 of all time.
Maybe. I was thinking about, right now, where does Mahomes rank on my all-time? And I think he might crack my top 10. I haven't, made a full, list or anything like that, but especially if he wins the Super Bowl this year, I think he'll end up cracking my top 10. He'll probably be 10, 9, 8, something around there.
I think if he retires right now or gets retired from an injury or anything, he's definitely going to the Hall of Fame.
Oh, for sure.
I said that at the beginning of the year, and no one believed me.
No,
I hate you.
I don't remember what I said then, but I think I'd agree with you now, though. At least if I didn't then.
Yeah, he's gonna have 2 MVPs, 3 Super Bowl appearances in 5 years.
In what is it, Pro Football Reference, or one of those websites we were looking at last week or 2 weeks ago off air. They have a Hall of Fame meter on it, where they take into account MVPs and Super Bowls and stats and all that. And Mahomes he's up there with some players who are already in the Hall of Fame. It's the lower end, the Troy Aikmans and the Jim Kellys, but he's already in that category of future of already Hall of Famers.
Yeah, he's definitely going in. I think we have a lot of really good quarterbacks playing right now, and maybe it's just because I haven't been digging too deep into football, but there's not really been a time that I can see where there's been this many good quarterbacks.
I would say the 80s had a lot of them, 80s and 90s, where you had Joe Montana, Hall of Famer, Jim Kelly, Hall of Famer, Troy Aikman, Hall of Famer, Dan Marino, Hall of Famer, John Elway, Hall of Famer, Steve Young, Hall of Famer, Brett Favre, Hall of Famer. So I would say then there were probably more Hall of Famers playing.
Let's think about it. I think
Brady, Rodgers
for sure.
Mahomes, basically a lock. Right now it looks like Allen and Burrow are on pace.
Yeah, I think that what's his name? Trevor Lawrence. I think he could be good.
There's just too many young guys right now too, where it's could Jalen Hurts be a Hall of Famer? Sure, but he only has one really good year under his belt, and he's going to need to do that for the next 5 years.
Purdy?
Yeah, I mean, anybody could. I mean, maybe Derek Carr goes to another team and he just becomes an animal. Yeah. I don't think it's likely, but it's possible. We've seen stuff like that happen before.
I think Russell Wilson's a Hall of Famer?
His chances went down after this year, but he's still got a shot, especially if he looks like a real quarterback now that Denver's got a new coach. Yeah, right now Mahomes has a 71.28 on his rating. So the top is Brady with a 263, and then you got Manning with a 257, Rodgers with a 192.
Who does he compare to? Lower on the list, they're in the Hall of Fame.
He's right below Warren Moon by 0.02. Matthew Stafford is right above him, which I don't know if I would view Stafford as a Hall of Famer, but we'll see. He's right above Cam Newton by a point. So he's right in there in the conversation. He's above also Chiefs quarterback there, Len Dawson, played for them in the 60s. Troy Aikman and Jim Kelly's the lowest rated Hall of Famer. He is at a 59.
Yeah, I think he could definitely get in there.
Yeah, and I was surprised to see, I guess I shouldn't be so surprised, but Matt Ryan is very highly rated, which I guess that's partly just because he's had a very bad season this year, but he's still won an MVP and he was still very efficient with the Falcons.
Matty Ice.
Yeah.
He has a lot of yards under his belt, a lot of time under his belt.
Mm-hmm.
So he's probably going to be a Hall of Famer. I don't know if Stafford will or not. I guess it depends what the future has with him. Like, if he wins another Super Bowl with the Rams, then he probably will be. But I think a lot of that is just stats, which, I mean, that's also what happens when you play for the Lions.
Yeah, the Rams kind of bombed their team for that win. And that's okay.
They still have a lot of that talent, though. I think they could come back next year. They still got Sean McVay, so as long as they have him, I think they still have a chance.
He didn't coach very well this year, though.
No.
Okay, so seamlessly transitioning to the mini Super Bowl, guys. This is just as fun as the Super Bowl.
In fact, I'd say the Pro Bowl is better than the Super Bowl.
I feel like the word super is better than the word pro. Like, superheroes are cooler than, like, professional athletes.
There were some interesting Pro Bowl choices. The biggest one, so Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, and Joe Burrow were the AFC quarterbacks. Mahomes is in the Super Bowl, though. He's not going to do it. Allen and Burrow both opted out. So there's 3 alternates now. Those are Trevor Lawrence.
That makes sense.
Derek Carr. Got benched at the end of the year, but he's a solid quarterback. You want to take a shot. Don't look at your screen unless you already did. Don't look at it.
Mine doesn't have the opt-out. Oh, yeah, it does. Okay, never mind.
Take a shot in the dark of who you think the number 3 quarterback is for the AFC.
You're making it sound like it won't be Tua.
He's in concussion protocol.
Still?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
So he can't.
No, don't tell me they put Russell Wilson in. Is it Russell Wilson?
It's not. It should have been probably.
Okay.
It's worse than that.
Stop. No. Who's the quarter? No. Oh, Zach Wilson.
Nope.
Okay. No one's worse.
This one's probably better than Zach Wilson.
Did they put Deshaun Watson in?
Nope. You want to know?
Those are the 3 worst.
It was
Tyler Huntley.
Oh.
The backup on the Ravens. All 658 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions that he had.
What? I mean, I guess because
So I went out and I spent 5 minutes on Yahoo Sports and I looked at players who I was like, this guy maybe didn't have a great season. He should be in instead of Tyler Huntley. All right. Davis Mills.
Definitely.
3,118 yards, 17 touchdowns, 15 picks.
I didn't know he had that many yards.
It's not great, but I mean, that's better than 2 touchdowns and 3 picks. Matt Ryan, 3,057 yards, 14 touchdowns, 13 picks.
Ooh, that's not very good.
It's better than Huntley, numbers-wise at least. Russell Wilson, 3,500 yards, 16 touchdowns, 11 picks. Mac Jones, 3,000 yards, 14 touchdowns, 11 picks.
Who's the quarterback on the Browns right now?
Deshaun Watson. Jacoby Brissett, honestly, would have been a really good person to put in there. If we're putting backup quarterbacks in the Pro Bowl now, like...
Brissett and
put in
Huntley,
Jake Brisket.
Kind of... I thought they were the same person, I'm not going to lie.
No, Brissett's much more of a pocket passer. Huntley's more of a runner, kind of like Lamar. And Brissett was playing really well this season before he got benched. So, and then Justin Herbert is out with, he got surgery recently. So he's out. Tua's out.
So who's playing for the Jets right now? Is their quarterback
Mike
still
White?
hurt? Is he still hurt?
I don't think so. He was healthy at the end of the season. Yeah, put Mike White in the Pro Bowl.
Honestly,
instead of a guy who had more interceptions than touchdowns, which isn't even that much because he played like 4 games. Maybe they called up everybody else and they all said nah, and he was like their last resort. But Teddy Bridgewater finished with more yards. Gardner Minshew finished with more yards than Tyler Huntley.
Minshew, yeah.
Although he is going to the Super Bowl, so he couldn't, and he was also in the NFC.
Can you actually? Can you not, or are you going to not? Like, just opt out.
No, you're kind of busy getting ready for the Super Bowl. Yeah. If you're going to the Super Bowl, you're not going to the Pro Bowl.
Has anybody played in the Pro Bowl and then went to the Super Bowl?
Back when they did the Pro Bowl after the Super Bowl, they did that. But then, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago, something like that, they changed it.
Is there any other big snubs like that happened?
That's the most notable, in my opinion. We can go over the Pro Bowl teams if you want to.
Yeah, I like the AFC.
So that's the AFC. Running back is Nick Chubb, along with Josh Jacobs and Derrick Henry.
That's a pretty busted, creamy...
And it doesn't look like they've opted out, so...
Yeah, I'm excited to see how Derrick Henry works in flag football.
Yeah, might completely neutralize him, or he's still gonna kill somebody.
Just like tucks his flags and runs into people still.
Fullback Patrick Ricard. It's like the only fullback in the AFC, so there you go. Receivers, Tyreek Hill, Stephon Diggs, Jamar Chase, Devontae Adams.
That is a good bunch of receivers.
Travis Kelce was number 1 tight end. He can't. So Mark Andrews and Dawson Knox. It's not shabby.
Dawson Knox ain't bad. Who is the other guy I'm thinking of? No, that's a.
You think of a receiver or something?
No, I was thinking of the guy that was on the Lions.
Oh, Hawkinson. Yeah, wrong conference.
Yeah, he switched.
I'm sure he got voted though. Tackles. Do you really care about the offensive linemen? I don't think you'd know who any of them are.
No. Oh, I thought you were talking to the people.
Oh, like I know who they are, but I don't think some lowly rookie like you would.
I don't care. They don't affect my fantasy team.
Defensively, they got Myles Garrett, Max Crosby, Trey Hendrickson.
Okay.
Chris Jones, who's in the Super Bowl. Quinnen Williams, Jeffrey Simmons, Cam Hayward. Good defensive tackles there. Matthew Judon, Khalil Mack, really TJ Watts. I don't know which ones are opting out, but it has 2 backups here as Bradley Chubb and Matt Milano.
I feel like TJ Watt's going to be opting out.
Probably him. And
because this is his last year, isn't it?
No. You're thinking of JJ Watt.
Oh.
TJ's the one who plays for the Steelers.
Oh, that's my fault.
Middle linebacker, Roquan Smith, CJ Mosley, solid. Corners, Sauce Gardner, Patrick Surtain, Marlon Humphrey, Xavier Howard. I don't think Howard had a great year, but I don't know. I guess I didn't pay a ton of attention to Miami's secondary. Minka Fitzpatrick for safety, free safety, strong safeties, Derwin James and Jordan Poyer.
Cool. Yeah, I think the AFC is going to be a really good team, but we've never seen flag football with an NFL player.
Yeah, and I don't know how the offensive line is going to work, or if they're just there for funsies, because it's more than just the game, because they have like the skills competition too and all that.
I might watch that part.
That's the part that actually like. Did you see from a few years ago when the kickers did tic-tac-toe?
Maybe.
Because they put like a big tic-tac-toe in the uprights, and then wherever the kicker got it would be the X or the O.
That's cool.
And so that was a lot of fun to watch.
I've seen the old-timey...
I like those ones, like the obstacle courses for the quarterbacks.
And the however far you can throw it and stuff.
Yeah, bring those back.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
NFC, Jalen Hurts. He's kind of busy. So Geno Smith, Kirk Cousins, Jared Goff. That's fine.
Goff's all right.
Goff is probably the best of the bunch there.
Yeah, he's an alternate.
Yeah. Running back Saquon.
Yeah, busted.
Tony Pollard. Miles Sanders. He's a little busy. Dalvin Cook, CMC as alternates. So I don't know. I bet Saquon probably isn't going in.
I think it's funny how...
Actually, no. Pollard's hurt. Never mind.
Pollard's hurt, and Miles Sanders isn't going.
Mm-hmm.
So Dalvin Cook's really good.
He had a down year. Christian McCaffrey, though.
Christian McCaffrey should have been in there instead of Pollard.
In the first place.
Well, actually, I'm okay with those 3 making it over CMC, honestly.
I don't like that.
But I
think
he was healthy all year, so for the first time in like 4 years.
Yeah, when I see McCaffrey play, I'm like, this guy is different. This guy is built.
Pollard's very explosive too, though. Not to take anything away from CMC, he's incredibly explosive,
and he can catch too and throw when he needs to. Except well, they didn't even want him to. That one trick play. Yeah, that would have been sick seeing him throw to seeing Purdy block. Just get up there and just get run over.
His other arm would get destroyed.
That'd be hilarious, man. No, that's not funny.
Fullback Kyle Juszczyk, because he's the only fullback on the NFC side. Receivers Justin Jefferson, AJ Brown, he's busy. So he's replaced by Amon-Ra St. Brown, who I'm surprised he didn't get voted in initially.
Amon-Ra St. Brown's really good.
CeeDee Lamb and Terry McLaurin also.
McLaurin got put in over Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yeah, I don't think that's the way it should have been.
But it was the way it is.
George Kittle, TJ Hawkinson.
There was another good receiver, Debo. Debo didn't get put in.
I guess he just had a little bit more of a down season this year.
Yeah, Debo didn't get put in.
Because he didn't have 1,600 yards, and then Cooper Kupp, obviously he got hurt.
Yeah, that sucks.
Devontae Adams is in the other conference now.
Yeah.
Offensive line, they're there.
George Kittle. Mm-hmm. Kittle and Hawkinson. I think that's the best duo we're going to get here.
Yeah, maybe if Dallas Goedert wasn't busy at the Super Bowl, he'd be a really good one to put in there, but he's busy. Defense, Brian Burns, Nick Bosa, DeMarcus Lawrence.
Bosa. I wonder if he'll play.
It doesn't say that there's anyone opting out there, so probably. Looks like Aaron Donald is opting out, though.
That makes sense. He's still hurt, isn't he?
He probably is, yeah. You got Jonathan Allen, Dexter Lawrence, Deron Payne on the defensive line. Linebacker Micah Parsons, Zadarius Smith, Hassan Reddick, and Daniil Hunter, who's in for Hassan Reddick because he's in the Super Bowl with the Eagles. Zadarius Smith, I guess he had a good season. He wasn't great.
Jalen Ramsey's in. That's an
Really?
alternate. Yeah.
Oh, okay. As an alternate, I was gonna say because
Darius Slay, Treek Woolen, rookie right there for the Seahawks. He played
Javon
good.
Diggs.
Javon Diggs.
That's good corners. Got Quandre Diggs, safety.
Hey, both these guys are Justin Jefferson's dads.
Hufanga's a backup safety, but he gets first team All Pro. How does that work?
He's not a backup.
He's listed as the number 2 safety. He's not the starter.
Starter's
Buda Baker. I don't know. I guess it is different people
There's
voting
no
on it. But
picture for Hufanga either.
oh, really?
Yeah, these all have pictures.
Racist.
That is kind of racist.
Because
Hufanga's
he's
really
not
good though.
Yeah, he had a good year.
He had a good year. That last game wasn't his best, but
He also made some key tackles. Like, I saw him make a couple tackles. I didn't know it was him at first. And I was like, good tackle by the linebacker. And I was like, oh, that's 29.
yeah, he just appears, dude. He's just like his mentor, and it's really cool.
Yeah, I wouldn't say he's just like him.
He plays like him.
He plays like him. He's not as good as him. Not yet, at least. He's still pretty young. But
How is this his third year?
I honestly don't know. Click on his Wikipedia. You're on the page. I didn't really know who he was until this year.
Same here. He is 22.
First or second season, then, probably.
Oh no, February 1st. He's 23 now. He was born February 1st, 2000.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
We know you're a loyal listener.
Yeah, buddy. I like that.
So this was his second season. You're a big-time Hufanga fan.
I like him because I saw all the videos on my Instagram of
Troy Polamalu?
Palomalo, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that's really cool. And he's not playing anymore.
So you went for the next best thing.
Yeah. So, and I saw, well, I didn't go for the next best thing. I just saw him on the 49ers. And I heard the announcers talking about it. I was like, that's really cool. I watched him play. He's like really good. So,
Yeah.
First team All-Pro, baby.
yeah, buddy.
Okay, so sorry about that. My audio was kind of
Audio went kaput. So John might not have a audio during the first everything that you just listened to.
yeah, you know.
Sorry
before we
about
do.
that.
You know before we do, but now we're gonna do our fun draft.
Yep, fun draft of the week, which is you'll never guess it. It's the wheel.
It's the wheel, guys.
We have a problem.
we're addicted.
I can stop whenever I want. I just don't want to stop now.
I don't want to stop. I like it a lot. That's all.
That's all. I'm gonna kick us off with the wheeling and the dealing.
The dealing as well.
Wheeling and dealing. I got the Minnesota Vikings. I guess I'll take Justin Jefferson.
You guess. Like,
Well,
you're
I don't
angry
like
about it.
that. Like, whenever we land on a team, we always take the same player. But also, like, what else am I gonna do?
Buffalo Buffs.
Oh, there you go. You got your offensive line.
Yeah, so cute. There's a lot of good receivers out there and not as many good quarterbacks.
That's true.
So I'm gonna take their running back Cook. I'll take Allen.
I mean, there's only 2 Cooks at running back that you can get. You're not going to wait for the second or first best quarterback to show up, or
No.
literally anyone else that isn't Josh Allen because he's the worst.
Everyone says that.
That's what everyone's been saying. They must be right,
All of them are right.
and they are
yeah.
right. Josh Allen is the
Terrible.
worst.
Quarterback.
And I got the Arizona Cardinals, so I guess my receiving room is set. Give me D-Hop
Yeah, that's pretty good. DeAndre Hopkins is
while he's still a member of the Cardinals.
yeah. I got the Titans. I'll
Oh.
take Derrick Henry. Give me Derrick Henry. Give me a couple big bodies up in there.
Don't you feel stupid now? You could have had Ryan Tannehill and
Man.
Cook.
Dang it, man. I feel just so stupid.
I bet you do. I feel stupid for you.
Thanks for feeling stupid for me.
I got the Dallas Cowboys. I'm going to take their defense.
Yeah, they have a good defense. I probably would have taken Pollard there.
You would have if you had gotten the Cowboys, but you didn't.
Yeah, if I were to get the Cowboys, I would have gotten Pollard. I got the Chiefs.
Just think, you could have had Cook and Mahomes. Imagine Cook and Mahomes on the same
Hey, you know
team.
what? It's okay. I'll take Kelsey.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. Get the best tight end in the league.
Best numbers tight end in the league this year. I think
Travis Kelce.
Travis Kelsey. I think he's the second best tight end, like skill wise. I think that
Who do you think's more skilled?
what's his name?
Kittle?
I think Kittle's a better receiving tight end.
Nah, I
think he's
think
more
Kelsey's
rounded.
a better receiving tight end. I think Kittle's a
he-
better blocker.
I think he just
But I
looks
think
that way.
receiving wise, I think Kelsey's better.
I think Kelsey just looks that way because he has the best quarterback in the league. And Kittle, did you see that catch that Kittle made off his face mask?
I did.
And
I was
then-
watching it happen.
And then he like sideswept somebody and bounced off another guy.
Mm-hmm.
That was crazy. I don't think
Kittle's bad at all. I just think Kelsey's got the slight edge.
Kelsey's doing that. And if Kittle had the quarterback, I think he'd be balling.
You don't think Birdie's good?
I don't think Purdy's as good as
Confirmed. John hates Brock Purdy and thinks he's a fraud.
It's your turn to spin.
Yeah, I got the Cleveland Browns, so I'm going to take Nick Chubb.
That's a good pick. I like Nick Chubb.
I do too. That's why I took him. I got the probably second or third best running back in the league there.
I got the Panthers.
Nice.
Good.
You can have Christian
Oh no, and I have my running back filled already, so I can't do that.
Just imagine though.
How is their special teams? Is that like not? Is it the worst?
It's
thing
there.
ever?
It's not the worst thing ever.
Then I'll take it.
Okay.
That's how I measure my special teams. If it's not the worst thing
If
ever,
they won't lose you the game, then
if they won't fumble the ball on kicks, and if they can get extra
they don't muff
points,
the punt.
you know what? I'll take it. I'll take it.
I got the Indianapolis Colts.
You mean the Redskin? Or I mean the
What? What are you saying?
Do you mean the Washington Indianapolis Colts?
No, I mean the Indianapolis Colts
Indian
and their
you can't say
offensive
Indian.
line. That is offensive.
That's really funny stuff today.
No, it's actually quite serious.
Oh, that's my fault then.
It is.
I got the Philadelphia Eagles.
Ooh. Another
Ooh.
quarterback that's better than Josh Allen.
Stop the kids. You're making a joking about my daddy. There's a lot of good stuff here.
For real.
I don't think that you can beat their O-line, though, so I'll take it.
Mm-hmm. And, I mean, you already had a lot of those other positions taken. The one you could maybe go as receiver.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And I think I'll get a decent defense out of it.
Oh, I got the Cardinals again.
Yeah, suck it.
Okay, let's see. I don't want to take Kyler Murray.
Yeah, you do.
I already got a running back. I got my 2 receivers. I got an O-line. Give me the Cardinals special teams.
I took that already.
No, you didn't. You took the Panthers.
Oh, my fault.
Spin the wheel.
I was sorry.
They're different teams.
I got the Panthers.
Again. Lucky. Lucky number 2.
What the heck? Who's the receiver on their team?
DJ Moore.
DJ Moore's not bad. I'll take DJ
There
Moore
you
as
go.
my number
Surprised
2.
you didn't take him earlier. I thought you would.
I forgot about him, honestly.
Clearly, because you took their special teams.
Yeah, I'm glad I got back to them, I guess.
San Francisco 49ers. I already took a defense. Do I have a tight end yet? I don't think I do.
Yeah, take
So
it.
give me the best tight end in the league according to you. In my opinion, he's the second best tight end in the league.
No, he's not the best tight end in the league. I think he's a more skilled tight end. He obviously didn't perform as well this year, but I think he's more skilled and could perform better than Kelsey if he had the opportunities that he had.
Okay.
Don't okay me like that. I got the Cowboys. I'll take CeeDee Lamb.
Okay. Yeah,
He's
put him
nuts.
with DJ Moore. It's a solid receiving core.
CeeDee Lamb's crazy. He goes off. CeeDee
You were
Lamb's
saying that a month ago, though.
a psychopath. I already apologized. Okay.
Broncos country. Who do I
That's
pick?
right.
I already chose a defense and an offense.
Jerry
A
Judy.
line. I already have 2 receivers.
Ooh, quarterback time.
Is it quarterback time? Let me make sure I'm not forgetting anyone. Let's see. Okay, quarterback is not there. Running back, I got Nick Chubb. My receivers, I got Hopkins and Jefferson. I got George Kittle at my offensive line. I got who's my offensive line? Colts. George Kittle, tight end. Cardinals special teams. Cowboys defense. I got to take Russ.
Oh, yeah, bud.
No, he's going to be efficient in this offense.
Shut the frick up.
Now you got to choose who.
Oh, we should spin for coach, too.
Sure.
Yeah, see
Who's been for coach?
who do I have left? I got the Chargers.
You need Do you have a special teams?
I
You
do
do.
have a special team.
You need a defense.
That's not fun.
What teams you get?
That's the Chargers.
Oh, hey, they got talent on paper, like they
The
always
Paper
do.
Bowl.
They always
won
win
it this year.
They win it they're actually going on 57 straight years of winning the Paper Bowl.
Yeah, cute. Okay, tell us who your coach is.
Let's see. I'm spinning. My head coach is. Oh, I was so close to laying down on the Patriots. You know, I'm okay with this. Denver Broncos. They just hired Sean Payton.
You got the Broncos again?
I did.
Twice
I'm okay
in a
with
row?
that. I'm okay with Sean Payton.
I got the Falcons.
Arthur Smith is solid.
Yeah, but the
Falcons probably should have
suck.
won way less games this year than they did.
How many
So-
wins did they have this year?
I don't even. I think like 7.
Yikes.
So like he coached them up to 7 wins. So they probably should have done a little bit better, I guess, this year.
No,
I'm
you
thinking
get
about-
Nathan,
I'm
you get
thinking about-
Nathaniel Hackett.
No, I don't. They just hired a head coach.
Yeah, but
They
he's not
just-
in. He's not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
He
because-
literally is in the building.
Yeah, that does not count. He did not play any
He has
games.
signed a contract with them.
The
I am
season's over.
taking-
The
I am
season's over.
taking-
You have Nathaniel Hackett.
No, I don't. I have
Nathaniel Hackett. That's who you
I have Sean Payton.
Thanks everybody. Bye bye. He has
My
Nathaniel
team wins
Hackett
with the
without Nathaniel
Sean
Hackett.
Payton.
With Nathaniel Hackett.
No, he's Nathaniel Hackett's with the Jets. I can't do that.
Yeah,
That's tampering.
shut the frick. You have Nathaniel Hackett.